there, folks. Welcome to another episode of The Bark. I'm Dante Macaluso, here alongside Nick Kuster. Nick, what do we got on the docket today?
We have a great show today, Dante. We have a men's basketball recap from this past Sunday, a men's basketball analysis for the rest of the season looking forward, and also another episode of Sam Does, this time ballet.
Ooh, awesome. All right, we're going to kick it off with a men's basketball recap from this past Sunday at Creighton.
The Butler men's basketball team endured a tough game last weekend, losing by a score of 81-59 to the Creighton Blue Jays. The Bulldogs managed to keep the game close towards the beginning, with Kamar Baldwin scoring 7 straight points for the Bulldogs with under 8 minutes to play in the first half. However, Baldwin got injured shortly after, which opened the door for a huge 17-2 run for the Blue Jays to close out the half. It was more of the same in the second half as Creighton continued to roll behind a strong performance from sophomore guard Marcus Zagorowski. Zagorowski shot 7 for 7 from three-point range while leading all scorers with 25 points. For the Bulldogs, Henry Badley led the team with 13 points, and Sean McDermott had 10 points while hitting 2 three-pointers. The loss drops Butler to 19-9 overall and 7-8 in conference play. Up next, the Bulldogs host the DePaul Blue Demons on Saturday. From Butler 360 Sports, I'm Zach Starrett.
Obviously, that's a tough loss on both the scoreboard and on the injury list, but I'm going to throw it over to Chelsea and Chase to dig a little deeper on the current outlook of the Butler men's basketball season.
Thanks, Dante. I'm Chase Holland, and sitting here with me today is Chelsea Groves. We're, looking back on this past week of Butler men's basketball, obviously taking 2 big losses, dropping in the rankings in the Big East. Let's start with that Seton Hall game on Wednesday and how much of a heartbreaker that was.
Yeah, a game on the road like that, a 2-point loss with 0.6 seconds to go when a team wins on an inbounds play. Really the shot was he catches it all in one motion and makes it. And really the defender there in Malloy, he really was trying to avoid the foul, and then he comes up and wins the game in that fashion. But I thought on the bright side for Butler, they looked like a top 25 team in that game, I think, in all facets.
Yeah, and you mentioning being a top 25 team, which is something that Butler is not anymore. After that, crazy loss to Creighton yesterday where we just kind of almost fell apart as a team, it seemed like, to not be ranked this morning, getting that news that we've dropped out of the top 25 since pretty early on in the season when we started 15-1 with the record. It's a tough thing to see, but how do they bounce back from that, or what are those key pieces that need to be there for our last 3 games of the season?
Yeah, I've been thinking this all season. Butler's been so injury plagued, with starting with Aaron Thompson, well, really Christian David tearing his ACL, a really tough asset off the bench. He was so valuable for us. So you got David, you've got Thompson, and then Baldwin tweaking the ankle. Staying healthy is going to be so underrated for this team because we've realized how tough Aaron Thompson and just how important he is. Just that floor general aspect has been huge, and it starts with him and staying healthy.
And you mentioned Kamar Baldwin there potentially tweaking his ankle. We don't know yet, but at least our next game, leading into, the final 3 games of the season isn't for a week. It's Saturday here at Hinkle Fieldhouse against DePaul. That's a game that, Butler needs to look to win. And I think part of that formula for us winning this season is our senior help. Kamar, Sean, and Henry, all have had their ups and downs this season. Sean especially, and Kamar for the most part has been a pretty steady leader. But depending on how that injury plays out from yesterday against Creighton, we'll just have to see how much that really impacts the team, if at all, if he plays this weekend.
Yeah, generating the offense is going to be crucial for this team all the way until the tournament, the Big East tournament. Sean McDermott is a player that needs to continue kind of the roll off of screens, and just when he puts the ball on the floor, he can drive and kick, but I think him spotting up has been his biggest quality. And then getting anything from Henry Badley, he's averaging 17 minutes a game, averaged 14 last year, so he's taking a lot of Christian David's minutes that he was getting. So I think having him just kind of in that mix also is going to be big. I think those 2 guys can't do it by themselves, but they are great additions complementing guys like Thompson and a guy like Baldwin.
And, leading into the Big East tournament after yesterday, the standings, got updated for the Big East Conference. Butler moved from being 3rd in the conference to being 6th in the conference. Now Providence and Marquette are both ahead of us. Those are both teams that we've had wins and losses against this season, either here or on the road. I mean, it's something to think about when it comes to how the team's going to perform in 2 weeks in New York.
Yeah, the Big East, first off, I cannot believe how I think this year, just the toughness and just how physical for the paint is, you can just feel it. I mean, I thought to myself the other day, I could not last one possession out there at all. I think late in February, teams are beating up on each other so much, and just with Butler just being injury plagued, and I feel like a lot of teams, especially the top 25, are just beating up on each other so much. And with Butler not playing until Saturday, I think that's going to be a key for them in recovering for that ball game.
Yeah, that's definitely something to take into consideration leading into the Big East Conference tournament in New York in 2 weeks. And that's all we have for you today, folks. We'll shoot it back to our host in Hinkle.
Thanks, guys. The men's basketball team definitely has a lot to work on before they go to the Big East tournament in New York in 2 weeks. For our final segment of the day, we're going to send it over to Sam Phifer with another episode of Sam Does.
Welcome to Sam Does. I'm Sam. I'm not that good at stuff.
Welcome to the third installment of Sam Does. I'm Sam. I'm here alongside Malcolm Burton, and today we're going to do some ballet.
We're going to start warming up to get like at the bar, really get stretched up, Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they really just stretch your hamstring.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Oh, yeah. And then I went inside. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a long day, I can
Oh
see.
my god. Like, I'm stuck. I should thank you.
Oh, then. Real warm.
Yeah, I literally feel this everywhere. Everywhere hurts right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, before we start dancing, we gotta get changed. Definitely gotta get changed.
You gotta get changed.
Definitely gotta get changed.
This isn't good?
This is not good at all.
Okay, alright. Let's go get changed.
What else you gotta keep your back up to? And then I'll say I'm ground playing, but you have to go all the way down.
All around me are familiar faces.
You can lift your heels off the ground.
Okay, you
once
can?
you get low enough, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And just kick her up to the front, and then couple to the side.
All around me are familiar faces.
Yeah. Yep. Good lord.
And you have to end in fifth each time.
All right, so we're halfway through. Give me a little evaluation. How am I doing? What do I need to work on? What am I good at? What are things that I can improve on?
Let's start with the good. You're passionate about it, so that's good.
A passion.
That's it. That's it. That's it. What you have to work on. Yeah, you're not flexible at all. You're not flexible at all. You need to stretch every day, just a little bit. Also you need to stop complaining like a wussy. Yeah, suck it up. Yeah. If it hurts, it hurts. Yeah. We all get pain. We all go through injuries. But are you gonna stop the performance? No. You're gonna keep going. Yeah. That's Sam Phifer's evaluation right there. He's good. He's getting there.
Okay, I have what I need, and I think I'm ready to continue. I think I'm ready to get this show going again.
Your foot can't touch the ground.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm Grace.
There you have it, folks.
There we go.
Prima ballerina, Sam Phifer.
That's ballet. That's ballet.
Woo!
Thanks, Sam. That was interesting.
That was definitely something, Dante. Thank you for watching today. For all of us here at Butler 360 Sports, make sure to check us out next time on The Bark.